Okay guys, Joe Burnich once again. Thank you for checking out this video. So this one's kind of a continuation of the last one. The last one is all about your marketing cheat sheet. The simple little things you can do to your website so that when somebody lands on there, that the phone really starts ringing. So if you don't have the marketing cheat sheet, you need to go back and watch that 20-minute video and then download the cheat sheet. Now if you don't have that, I will put a link below this video so you can go back there and check that out and then continue on with this one, because this one builds on top of that one. That one's the foundation, and then this one will actually take your website and get you to the page 1 of Google and other search engines. That's the goal of this specific video. Alright, so let's get started on that right now. Alright, so here we are at Google. So let's start at the basics. So we've got our good website. We know that it'll convert once people hit it. Okay, but how do we get that thing ranked up to get more traffic, generate more phone calls, etc.? So just for example, what I want to show you, I've got a client here local in Missoula. That's where I live, is Missoula, Montana. If we do like Missoula, let's see, remodeling contractors. Let's do that search term there. Okay, so up here we've got the ads at the very top. We're not talking about ads in this, we're talking about SEO, search engine optimization. This is where most of the calls come from because it's got the most trust. It's right down here, and this screen may change depending on if you're on your phone, your computer, your iPad, or if Google makes a change to the way it looks, but at the time of this making, this is what it looks like. And so we got this guy here, Expert Remodeling Missoula. This is a friend of mine that helped him get ranked up here. And he's ranked #1 in the area for remodeling. So he gets a lot of business off this listing and off this website. Okay, it's a very simple website that we built for him, but it works. Okay, so in the past, in another video, we talked about how you get the big phone number, and you got pages for each one of your different services, just little stuff like that. We make sure it's mobile friendly, so boom, and we got the tap to call button there. Stuff like that is what's going to get the phone ringing. But with this kind of stuff we're going to talk about now, let's go back, is getting on to the first page of Google, getting into this top spot so you get the max number of phone calls possible, that you rank higher than the competition so that they don't get the jobs that you deserve. Okay, that's what this is all about. So how do we set this up? First of all, and you may have already done this, this may be review for you, but there's going to be some tidbits you may want to pay attention to. So you basically just go to business.google.com. Okay, and if you don't have a Google My Business account, then it'll step you through how to do it. If you already do, which you probably do, then you had the postcard mailed out to your business and done that whole thing, and you're ready to go, here's what you're going to see. Now there's a few things that I want to point out here that are very important. #1 is the business name. Now the business name that's registered with Google needs to match everything else on the internet. So what I see a lot of is people will make variations of their business name on Yelp, on Facebook. Sometimes they'll have the Inc., sometimes, or the LLC. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes it'll say services. Sometimes it'll, there's just all these little weird variations that people go and register things at different times, or they hire companies and they do it wrong. Lots of different reasons why. But you need to make sure that business name is the one that you have registered with Google right here matches everything else on the internet. We're going to get into the details of that in a sec. But we also want to register the address. So here's my address. If you've moved several times, or if you worked at your home and then you got an office and whatever, or you've hired somebody and they played some games with addresses to trick Google, and obviously that's not working anymore, you might have gotten penalized, whatever, you need to make sure this address is the same across the internet as it is right here on this page. Okay. Next thing is the phone number. So if you got multiple phone numbers, then you need to make sure that whichever main phone number you have registered with Google is the same one that's showing up across the internet. So we get the business name, address, and phone number. Okay, that's called the NAP, the NAP. You may have heard that term thrown around. That's all it is. It just means all that stuff, those 3 things need to match internet wide. All right, and then everything else on your Google My Business page needs to be filled out. You need to have all your photos. You need to have photos for each one of these little here, hold on. You know, you need to have your cover photo. You need to have your logo photo. You know, pictures of the team. These are all these are all taken with my iPhone. They're not stock pictures that I bought somewhere and uploaded. It's work being done. You know, so this is just an example for my business, but for your business, you know, you probably have pictures of before and afters of construction projects, or any kind of work that you do. You need to have before and afters, pictures of you and the team with your logo. Like I got a picture here. Where's that one? Standing right here in front of our sign that has our logo there. That looks really good to Google. You know, I got a picture of me standing in front of my door that also has the logo. Google can see this stuff, and it does matter. And if your pictures are taken with your iPhone in your location, Google can pinpoint that as well. All right? So I have all this stuff filled out as completely and correctly as possible. Okay? So that's the first part, is getting your Google My Business account set up and set up correctly. Okay? The next thing is I talked about is the citations and directories. So citations is kind of a technical term for SEO geeks like myself. Basically, it means any of these online business sites or directory sites like Yelp. Okay, so let's look at Yelp for Big West Marketing. Okay, so let's see. So here's Big West Marketing. Sorry, that's just one of the pages. Okay, this is Big West Marketing here. You can see that the address matches, the phone number matches, the business name matches. So that's an example of a directory or a citation. It's the same thing. Directories and citations are basically the same thing. Anytime you can get your business name, phone number, and address onto a website that's not your website but somebody else's, like Yelp, then that's called a citation. Okay. Another one is like yellowpages.com. It's another popular one. Okay, same thing. You can register with them for free, and then the same goes for like your Facebook business page. Okay, so you got your Google My Business, you got your Yelp, you got your your Facebook page, you got yellowpages.com, and there are 50 plus other ones out there that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to give you a checklist of all top 50. I mean, there's hundreds, but there's 50 that Google really cares about when it comes to ranking. Okay, so I'm going to put a spreadsheet link down below. You can click on that. You can get the spreadsheet so you can see, you know, the top 50 local citations or local business directories. You can also Google it. So, for example, if I'm going to Google, there's lots of different websites that have this information. They all vary, but, you know, local citations for SEO. Okay, that's an example. And you'll see what you'll find here is, look, local business citations. There's all these websites here that will give you all kinds of ideas of the citations. Or you can put top local directories for SEO. Okay, top 55 largest right here. LocalSEOguide.com. Boom, they lay it all out here. Okay, so you see you got Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, yellowpages.com, Yelp. These are the ones that Google looks at. There's probably some more that you could grab as well, but these are the big ones. These are the big ones. So the local SEO guy will have that as well. But like I said, I'll give you a checklist that you can download below this video. So check that out. All right, so that's the second thing. The fourth thing is backlinks. Okay, and backlinks, you know, can be kind of tricky, but basically as long as you have a link from somebody else's website over to your website, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a word, like that's a link. You can see right here on this here. See when it turns blue? That's a backlink, okay? And when it links out to, let's see, let's link out. Yeah, see, it took me over to this website over here. So I was over on this website, Local SEO Guide. I clicked on Free Scan, and it took me over to Yext, okay? And so that's an example of a backlink. So those links right there can actually help you get ranked to the top of Google. Okay, so you get all your citations right, you get your Google My Business right, and then you want some turbo boosters, and these backlinks are the turbo boosters. Okay, there's lots of different ways to get them, and some links are much better than others. Bad spamming links can actually get you penalized and drop your rankings, whereas good quality links can boost you up and boost you up high and make you stick to the top as well. So I don't have time in this video to get into all of the details when it comes to it, but just an idea, you could network with some of the local businesses in your town and say, hey, would you mind recommending my business on your website and just linking over? That's one way to do it. And you know, it's not easy, but it is work. But if they like your service and they like you and they want to recommend you, they should have no problem doing that. That's just one small example. You know, I'm gonna grab my book. Hold on one sec. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I just got a bunch of my book, a bunch of copies of my book in. I'm sending these things out for free, and I highly recommend you get this Service Business Money Machine. It's great for contractors, anybody that goes out and does service to somebody's for commercial or residential. You know, any kind of service-based or contractor-based business. That's what this is for, specific to you guys. And so it's basically 150 pages, but there's several chapters in here where I talk about SEO and backlinks. So, like for example, in chapter, where'd it go? Yeah, chapter 11. This is where I talk about what are backlinks, and I talk about all the different strategies I've used and the strategies we use for our clients to build and get backlinks for websites. You can get local backlinks, you can get industry backlinks. It's all here in this book. I'll have other videos as well with specifics, but I didn't want to make this video too long. I mean, this thing can go on for 2 hours if I get too into it. But if you go to, I'll put a link again to the Service Business Money Machine book. You can get this for free. You just pay shipping and handling. I pay for the book. We'll mail it out to you. And that way you'll take care of the turbo boosters, the backlinks for your website, okay? So that's it. That's the basics of ranking on Google. It's not black magic. It's not as hard as people think. And it's actually very simple, but the problem is it is a lot of work. Whether or not you have time to do that yourself or hire it out, that's what's going to determine. Do you want to spend time or do you want to spend money to get to the page 1 of Google? But I can tell you, once you get up there, your phone will ring, okay? And it will ring depending on how big of a city you're in, how many people are actually searching for your types of services, okay? So once again, my name is Joe Burnich. All the links are going to be below this video. Also a link to set up a strategy session. If you want to do a 30-minute strategy session with us, we'll go over your website, go over your backlinks, go over your citations, and see where you're at and see where you need to go. Okay, so this is free, completely free. Of course, if we're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for us, we're going to make an offer to you. Okay, so that's all part of it. Once again, my name is Joe Burnich. Our phone number is 406-493-1881. Thank you for checking out this SEO video, and I will talk to you soon.